Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to a very special live Movies That Make Us and What to See with Val collab. I mean, it's kind of a collab.
Yeah.
It's a collab. Yeah, we're on both channels. Val's always here with us on Movies That Make Us, but still, we're glad to be together doing this to talk very briefly about the movie Living. We are going to go more in depth with our episode on Monday, plus get all the scoop on Sundance. You're going to want to make sure that you follow um, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of those details. Val, you've been doing some great stuff from Sundance. And so if people aren't subscribed to your YouTube channel, they really should be. Like, what are you doing with your lives, honestly?
And a lot of
So,
the stuff that I do like that, I try to also go on to our Movies That Make Us YouTube channel. I have a ton of footage that I've been editing together for the last few days of some interviews that I got on the red carpet. So I'm going to try and share those on our page as well. But we'll definitely be talking about that on Monday.
yeah. So come back on Monday. You'll want to see that. We're going to talk very briefly about Living starring Bill Nighy, who is, by the way,
Nye. Yeah.
Nye, thank you. Bill, it's not the science guy, Bill Nye, but the actor, Bill Nye.
Yeah. And so it was so funny, Jake, because like 4 days ago, the same time last year, I was telling you and I was telling everyone on Good Things Utah how much I love the movie Living. It was one of my favorite movies that I saw at Sundance. And this last week, Bill Nighy also got nominated for Best Actor for an Academy Award for this very role. And finally, this weekend, right now, you can go to the Megaplex theaters and you can actually see Living. It took a whole year.
Yeah.
That's how long it takes sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, it does. And what's been amazing is Sundance over the last couple of years, there have been a lot of these films. I mean, in Sundance for a long time, this has been the case where films have been picked up and have gotten a wider distribution. And as a result, have made it to these award shows. I mean, Coda, that won the Best Picture last year, premiered at Sundance, and they had a special screening of that this year at Sundance. But that seems to be happening more and more, which is great. I mean, the quality of films, and we are so lucky to be so close to it and be able to participate in it. And I think that's really cool. So welcome, Tracy. This is everyone that's watching. This is my fault. I forgot to send Tracy the link to get into the show.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical. I'm the technical problem. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. Anyway, so we're going to talk briefly about Living starring Bill Nighy. And then Monday, you want to come back because we'll deep dive into it. There will be spoilers and everything on Monday. But overall, what did you guys think of this film? And Tracy and I are going to save our grades. Val's going to give you her grade.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I've already given my grade to the public. This, for me, was an A. There were so many different reasons, and we'll get into it on Monday. But I highly recommend, like, this is one of those chances where you can actually go see the movie in the theater this weekend and then join us Monday and actually join in on the conversation. Type out, your thoughts. Let us know what you thought about it. But for me, it was this romantic film, but not in a love romantic way. And so that's very different. And so I just really, there were so many things that I enjoyed about it. And I can't wait to hear what both of you thought about it. Cause I kind of just said, look, you guys have to watch this movie. This is what we're talking about. But I feel like it's a great way to wrap up what we had been talking about in January with these feel goods. And it's a feel good in a very different way. Mm-hmm. But I think that a lot of us go through some things that his character, Bill Nighy's character, are going through in this movie and some other characters. And it's kind of eye-opening. And I think you leave watching the movie thinking, is what I'm doing with my life right now what I should be doing with my life right now?
Right.
Yeah. I know I watched it. Oh, go ahead, Tracy. No, go ahead, please.
I was just going to say, I think it's going to be interesting. It's a very subtle performance. It's a really, really, really good performance, but I don't know that it's going to get the people aren't going to watch it as much as I think they should because it's not as flashy. Like it's not going to get talked about. It's not going to get the attention, but it's a beautiful performance.
Yeah, I agree. I like Bill Nighy anyway. I think he's a very talented actor. And that was what got me on board when Val's like, hey, we have to watch this. Okay, that's what got me on board. Val said we have to watch it. That was the first thing. But then she said, it's starring Bill Nighy. and that I was on board with that. I think he's just a fantastic actor. But watching this movie, I was so glad after watching it to see him get the nomination for Best Actor. And I agree, Tracy, I don't know that this is going to get the noise that it needs for him to win, but he is so phenomenal in this movie that I think it's really one of his best performances ever. So I was really thrilled with it. Yeah.
I mean, in 1997, he was in The Full Monty, and now 2023, he's in Living. Both very good movies in totally different ways.
Oh, man. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
Yeah, I know. But everything feels like that from the 90s. Like, oh, it's relatively new. It came out in the 90s. My kids, when I say that to them, they look at me like I've got two heads. All right, so Val rated this movie an A. You guys need to come back on Monday. Our new episode will drop. You'll get the rating from Tracy and myself on this movie. In the meantime, go see it this weekend. It is really worth your time at the theater. Everybody talks about there's not enough different things out there. It's always the big superhero movies getting the budget, and that's true. This is a movie you can't miss. If you're looking for something different, this just makes you look at life in a whole new light, and I think that's a great thing. So go check this one out.
And I'm super excited because also Monday, I'm going to tell you what A's I found at Sundance this year.
I'm excited for
this because I have 2 A's and 3 B pluses out of the movies that I've seen so far. So I'm not going to get into like spoilers, but I'm just going to kind of give you a heads up on what to look for, where they're going to be streaming or in theaters. Some of them haven't been picked up yet, but just to kind of put those on your list.
2 A's. Awesome. That's great for you.
Awesome. All right, guys. So come back on Monday. In the meantime, we hope to see you at the movies if you're going to go see Living or, anything great that's out this weekend or anything at Sundance, whatever you're doing. But we'd love to see you back on Monday. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.